We've got big Ivo Mikulik and Jenny Hyung from Canterbury playing Sunshine and Ting Ting, who are featuring strongly. Te Ane's just coming off the women's singles final, having won that, and Ting Ting's into the men's final. So this will be a really interesting matchup in this best of 5 game in the New Zealand mixed doubles final. It's always an interesting event, this, especially when you get to this stage where anything can happen. It's really the combination that is working well together, not necessarily what you might think is the best combination. So in the Canterbury pairing with Ivo and Jenny, Ivo is what you would classically call a power player. When he hits that ball, it generally doesn't come back, and if you get to see him play some of his forehands, you'll see that Ting Ting will be lucky to get his bat on it. And when he does, the power usually was going to take it off. So in this game here, the partners, Jenny and Tiangi, more so Jenny, her role is to very much get the ball on the table, but also has to attack when they can against these people. So flicking and just basically putting the ball wide and putting as much pressure on the other player is quite important in the mixed doubles game. Umpire Gary Williams is calling the game at 4-3 to the Canterbury pairing. Ivo and Jenny at 4-all. Gary the umpire, board chairman of the Table Tennis New Zealand board, and Jenny and Ting Ting holding their ground at the moment. Well, some funny spin going on there with Ivo, the big fella from Canterbury. Ivo Mikulik, he says, take that, Ting Ting, and Ting Ting took it not so well. Jenny to serve, it will be short. Te Ane, if you've been watching, you'll have seen the power game and the consistency she has, and being able to keep that ball on the table with constant counter hitting. Percentage play, high percentage shot on the table. So it's important on the return of service that Ivo is making the shot, so he's going to try and push wide or flick, telling you that he's a big fella with a big forehand topspin. And Ivo serving 5-7 to Ting Ting. 6-7. Short serves, push. There goes him. A big oomph from Ivo as he tries to use his power backhand. In the men's singles today, Matt Ball bet Ivo 4 games to 0. Played really, really well to make the quarterfinals. Ting Ting to serve at 9-6 up. Ooh, uncharacteristic false serve from the normally consistent serving Tony Liu. Right, Jenny serving now to Te Ane. We've got ex-New Zealand champions all over the place in this game. So Jenny Hyung, the New Zealand singles women's champion from approximately 6 to 7 years ago, and from that point on pretty well Te Ane has dominated. Jenny was also a former New Zealand junior champion, 2008, multiple junior champion, New Zealand representative. However, the game's got away on the Canterbury pair here with the Auckland pair winning the first game 11-7. We'll be back in a minute. underway. So the best of 5 game here. Jenny and Evo need to stay strong. 1-0 downtown. He's serving to Jenny. Can Evo get the big game going? Tight play by Jenny. Short. So Jenny still needs to be reasonably aggressive when she can. Can't be too passive here. So Auckland pair out to 4-love lead. Mixed doubles final here at the 2018 Table Tennis New Zealand Championships Tauranga. Evo serving in the mixed doubles final, get down 1-0. Oh, lucky wee edge there for the Canterbury pair. They're just trying to work themselves into the match and trying to stay with the very strong Auckland pair. Number 1 seeds. Out to a 6-2 lead in the second game. Starting to run away after the second game now, 7-2. Tiani's serve from a doubles point of view is really strong. Very strategically placed. Quite hard to attack. Jenny's certainly a high level playing player. Finding it, even though they're still finding it quite hard. Good serving here from Jenny. Now both these are really hard players. They don't ever go up. They'll always think there's a chance. And there's that big forehand from Evo Mikulik I was telling you about. Big forehand, and that particular shot from that particular pair is the one which she's going to have to get going if they want to have any chance of staying with this crack Auckland pair. Ting trying to top spin that from below the table height. 8-5. And still a chance for the Canterbury pair to stay in it. (5-9). Evo to serve. Evo serving to Tiangi Lee. Tiangi. Tiangi Lee, Sunshine. 6-9. One more serve here from Evo. Gets the big spin going, but wasn't hard enough. Needed more power, more speed. And Tiangi Lee serving now to take the game out at 10-6. There it goes. So interestingly enough, these Auckland pair are really starting to dominate these senior finals. So we've got the situation where Tony has taken out the men's doubles, looking odds-on favourite to take out the mixed doubles now, and he's in the final, so obviously he's got a chance for the triple if he wins the men's singles against Jaden Meng from Auckland. That's coming up straight after this. And exactly the same with Tiani, of course, mixed doubles, if they were to get this. Women's doubles has already been claimed, and she's already claimed the women's singles, so she's 1 game away from the triple as well. When players do that, it shows that they are very all-round in all disciplines of the sport, men's doubles, mixed doubles and singles. And when they put them together in the mixed, wow. So Evo and Jenny just need to stay relaxed They're 2 games to 0 down in this best of 5 with Jenny to serve. They really need to say to themselves, the game's starting, we need to win 3 straight, because that's what they need to do now, win 3 straight games to have any chance of this title. Okay, Evo goes off the table straight away. Jenny in the pink top with New Zealand written on the back. Evo in the red top with Canterbury written on the back. Big tall Evo, he's a power player, he's a very strong guy. When he's on game, when he's on form, he can really get a lot of speed into his attack shots. Doesn't really like playing them back from the table. 3-0, Tiani and Ting Ting go up to a 3-0 lead. A 5-1 lead, and they're honing in on another national title. This is Tentang and Tiani. Penultimate game in the Table Tennis New Zealand Senior Championships after 8 very long, emotional welcome days. Back to the very final game of the Table Tennis New Zealand 2018 National Championships here in Tauranga. Coming down to just 2 games left. Listening to Grant Wilson after hundreds and hundreds of matches. Going live, coming down to this with the top players on the court, and we've come down to the final game. Appreciative crowd watching. And the final match is Tony Ting Luau. He is playing 7-1. Jaden Kui Meng. They're not taking the foot off the accelerator. What promises to be an exciting, fast, over-the-table game. You are not here for another game. Spinning and a lot of ahs and ahs and oohs. Ting fades and so the final is just about to get underway as they're into their 2-minute warm-up before the start. Serves Evo. Ting's just relaxed a wee bit and he's given up 2 points. So he's just kept the Canterbury pair in that 3-7. More than one angle on this shot. Just so we'll be able to fade in and out of a few different angles as we continue this live streaming. The one last live streaming left for the day. Canterbury and Evo has been carrying an injury all week. Sore leg. So here we go. Tony Tiani up against 8-3. Jaden Meng, the young 16-year-old, brilliant backhand. Auckland. Well done, Jenny. So the favoured player would be not going away. Tony at the far end against Jaden, the end in the blue. So you count down the 2 minutes of their warm-up, and we have umpire Paul Salt from Wellington, from the national mixed doubles, the umpire's chair. Ting and Tiangi. Umpire point away now. Wellington umpire is calling this match. 10-4. Match point. 6 of them. There it goes. So the route to the final for these guys has been New Zealand mixed doubles title. Quite an interesting affair. Outclassed the Canterbury pair. And they were real group started way back last night. We're down to 1 game left in the senior finals, and it will probably be an absolute cracker because we have Ting coming up against Jaden Meng, not the young 16-year-old Aucklander in the final game of the senior nationals. Live in just a few seconds, which will be starting in about 5 minutes. So we'll be back very soon with the live commentary. Stay tuned, folks. Don't go away too far from the Facebook live feed. And we have the toss, and Jaden is deciding to take the camera end, and Ting's route through to the final has been winning the semi-final against Hong Yi Lee from Canterbury earlier today. He bet Shane Logerson. It was also today, and then before that he bet John Zhou in 6, who'd have him 5th in the 6. And Jaden Meng on his route to the final. Jaden beat Victor Ma. Dean Shu. Alfredita Penna. And here they go. We're underway, folks. Big final of New Zealand men's singles, joined by Paul Kyle. Jaden Meng. Oh, it's going to be an interesting showdown, Paul. Jaden Meng is just so much quicker. I actually think he's actually quicker than Ting Ting on his feet. He moves very swiftly, moves forward. So he's moving, there's almost a projectile moving forward, like a Mr. Smith missile. Hitting the ball that fast, I'd suggest.
He's hyped up. That's all I told you. I don't know if people were listening earlier, but when he won his semi-final, he looked over at Ting Ting and he did the New Zealand thing, you know, the old slit the throat. He's basically pointed to him and said, I'm coming after you. True. After the semi-final, when he beat Victor Ma, he pointed to him and said, I'm coming after you, Ting Ting. And Ting Ting hadn't even won his semi-final then. Both boys out of Auckland.
They are. Well, actually, young Jaden is, in fact, would you believe it, only 16 years of age.
Is he?
Yes, he's still under 18 next year.
I did not know that.
So he's got if he stays around a bit, he's going to be an exciting player to be watching. So he's prepared to hunt and chase anything down. So that's an interesting little combination from Ting Ting there, the old ooh. It always finishes off with an ooh. You know, oh, no, I'm wrong, I'm sorry, it's incorrect, with an at the end. Psychological.
Bit worried about you, Grant. I think you just concentrate on the game. And these oohs and ahs.
I thought the audience would be interested in.
Ting Ting's been. It just psychs himself up. Oh, what a great return. Jaden had a big chance to go straight down the line.
Couple of jollies in there. I think he meant to say jolly, but. So we've got 4-2. Ting Ting sprung out to a mini break of 2 points. Got the serve, best of 7. This is the first game in the men's singles final at the Table Tennis New Zealand National Championship, sponsored by NZCT, Pub Charity, and
Nomad Restaurant, the local restaurant here, 59 The Strand.
Okay. Was it Nomads, did you say?
Nomads, yep.
Nomads
Nomad
Restaurant.
Yep. Nomad Restaurant. Beautiful.
Nomads have also been doing the catering here at the
They have.
at the final, and what brilliance. I mean, the service has been excellent, the food was excellent. I had swordfish curry last night.
It's kingfish.
Kingfish, sorry. No, it was swordfish.
I bet you it was kingfish.
Okay.
3-5. Let's get back to the game, Graham. This is the final of the New Zealand men's singles. And we've got two very, very classy players. Barry Griffiths played pretty well today. I would have liked to have seen him get through, but unfortunately couldn't quite do it. Off to Australia to play in the Veterans.
He was, and he's the current under 50 Australian champion. Over 50, sorry. Over 50.
He won the over 30s here, but anyway, let's get back to this. 4-5.
Close. Paul. You keep fading away from it. Or is it me? Is it fading away?
I think you're a little bit overexcited with your ooh.
Yeah. Okay, back to the game.
I thought I'd been the one outside getting the sunshine ground, but it appears that it's you. 5-all. Exciting
5-all. Okay. 5-all with Ting Ting. So he's just laying into these big top spins. But what's happening is that Jaden's getting a few more back than everybody else, and so this is going to be a close call.
Jaden's got this little habit of delaying.
He does. He doesn't.
He puts his finger
doesn't
up.
take his ready position. It's a forehand stance.
Oh, just off, hit the net cord, just off the end of the table.
Yep.
Very unlucky. He had a go.
It's a forehand stance. He's wanting to take everything on the forehand. Doesn't want to use his backhand too much. So see how far out he is. He's right outside the left-hand line, and big temptation for Ting Ting to serve short down the forehand, but of course he's so quick, Jaden, he gets across there. As was the case.
He's
6-all.
Jaden had his little smile there, Grant. Did you see that? He's
little grin.
Well, yeah, little smile, little grin. He's 6-all. I'm in this Ting Ting.
God.
You just watch me. I'm coming for you.
Yep, absolutely.
Ting Ting.
Same stature, same physique as well, but roughly about the same height. Probably same body mass.
Oh, that was a beautiful forehand.
It was an absolute scintillating cross-court forehand, which Ting Ting had really just stood and watched it. Yep.
Paul saw from William umpiring this at 7-6.
Yes.
Yes, that's 7 all.
I think this first game is going to be a crucial first up. The one who can just get the wee advantage on winning the first game is just going to get a wee psychological edge.
You've said to me many times in your career and in your past, but I've always found the last game to be the most crucial. We'll just move on from that. It's 7 all.
Big Tavish Voigt is, as Paul down the stadium, he had a very, very bad fall and, of course, actually dislocated his shoulder as it transpires.
Yeah, rugby league move normally.
He went for it.
Ting backhand, what a great backhand.
It was a fantastic block. It was a fantastic block.
Great.
To block that third or fourth topspin from Ting Ting, you're playing well. Seeing the ball like a hawk.
Jaden,
absolutely. Tavish went for a forehand smash, and he jumped as he played it, and he's built like what's the name of an All Black lock?
Rody Retallick.
Rody Retallick. He's built like
my
Retallick.
wife's favourite.
The only thing different is his hair colour. And when he came down, he landed on his right shoulder heavily.
Right shoulder.
And suffered a lot of pain.
Speaking about Rody Retallick and things and rugby.
9-7 to Jaden.
Renfield Shield, you're from Otago.
Oh, I'm living in Canterbury at the moment, Paul.
Renfield Shield. Nice backhand from Jaden.
Starting to stamp his authority on here at the moment.
2013 half time. I'm from the Waikato and they're down 2013. Yeah, 2013.
Okay. 10-7 to Jaden. He's gone out to a 3-point lead here. Oh, what a brilliant back. Jaden's backhand is amazing. It's almost reminds me of another young player who's only a year younger than this. Actually, might be the same age now. Harimoto from Japan.
All right.
Where the backhand is just so consistent that it just wins your games. You get your backhand blocking, your backhand counterpunch on. Doesn't matter who's spinning to you, what you're doing, you keep getting it back, you're probably going to win.
Well, if you keep getting them on, and if you get more balls on the table than the other person, then generally that's what happens.
Yep, I agree, Paul. So they're taking a break, and it's two Auckland players here, so there is no bench coaching.
Yep.
It's an unwritten rule that when two players from the same association play, then no one bench coaches them.
He said that Ting Ting's a bit agitated, and he'll be very upset about that, and I think that he will absolutely be focused on the beginning of this game.
He's quite a fidgety player, does a lot of walking around, a lot of thinking to himself. Jaden is just taking it easy. You can see on screen there, he gets a minute between games here. He's been called in by Paul Salt, the umpire. And got a little bit of dampness between tables there, which they are using on this floor. This type of floor is a typical gymnasium floor, so it does get a bit slippery, so you can hear that squeaking. That's the water on the bottom of their shoes to give them a bit more grip. Ting Ting to serve. He's down 1 game to love.
Oh, what a great serve. Straight down the forehand.
It's just a no-spin serve, Paul, but reminds me a bit like yours with no spin on them. Because
Jaden was out of position, and it was a very, very good serve from Ting Ting. Like you said before in the last game, he stands right on that backhand side.
Absolutely. Look, he's crouched low. He's right outside the tram line. Right outside the tram line.
Yeah, Ting Ting's focused now. Love to love. Now he's going to go for his.
Ting Ting's playing down that channel, down that right hip backhand channel.
I think he'll play wide to the forehand this time as well. You watch.
Do you think so?
What
do you think he'll go wide to the forehand? That'd be an interesting call.
Jaden's standing so wide.
I think he went down the middle.
No. I didn't mean that point. Just in the game, just as a tactic, I think you'll see him go down the forehand side quite regularly.
Yeah, that's a wise tactic to do. Makes sense, doesn't it? Push him wide. You've got him over onto the forehand side, then punch down to the backhand, and then try and catch him off balance a wee bit.
That'd be good. That'd be a good tactic.
Easier said than done, I'd suggest, but
both very fast.
These guys are really focused.
Man.
I mean, most players would have not been able to make that reach.
Did you see that? I mean, I know you're ageing a bit. I don't know if you actually saw that down the line.
Well, he actually was moving forward down the side of the table, playing that shot. So he had all the speed and power right behind it. It was just too fast for Tony Liu.
Tony's fast. Ting Ting is fast. You call him Tony, I call him Ting Ting. That's
Ting
how
Ting.
I've known him. He
Yep.
changed his name a couple of years ago to Tony.
Right.
In the European. Here he goes. He's hyping himself up with his little.
So a little
routine.
ooh at the end, even though you think he's finished it, he'll come back with one more. There he goes. 3-2. Umpire Paul Salt calls the score. It's love 1 to Jaden Ming.
Tony's hyping himself up.
Yeah, and it's interesting when you compare their mental game. You know, Tony likes just that small little motivational talk like the oh. Jaden, when you look at him, it's a nod of the head, it's a look of the eye. It's more like Rafael Nadal, where he fixes his pants, itches his leg. You'll watch. Yeah. You watch it. It's the same all the time, even when he walks back. You know, just as he gets set for his ready position, it's the same little combination.
Just missed a backhand, important point that one I think, right? Gives Ting Ting a little bit of a break, 5-3, and serving, and he's saying, rightio, here I come. You won the first game, but I'm going to just dominate you here.
Let's watch the ready position as Jaden Ming gets into the ready position and watch this little combination of actions. It's different to when he serves. So when you serve, you'll see it. Puts his hand up, says to sway on.
What a bullet.
He read
Ting
that.
Ting served long, he read the
He
serve
anticipated
perfectly.
even before he lifted his hand that it was going to go long down the forehand. No spin. Ting Ting won't do that serve again.
Ting Ting will do the topspin serve down.
Maybe short down the backhand.
Short down the backhand.
Short down the backhand.
Good topspin.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, what a nice backhand. Jaden returned it nicely and Ting Ting
Watch
murdered
this
it.
little combination of ready position here. So watch this. Here we go. Wet the feet. Wet the feet like he's doing a little dance. He goes. He'll sit himself. He'll sit himself.
Call it afterwards.
Yeah. He'll sit himself at the table. Here we go. The leg, pants. Does the back of the pants, front of the pants again. Same every time. Watch the next serve. Be the same. Here he goes. Short serve. It's interesting that combination. Kane Williamson does it in cricket. No, not that it's the same. Not that exact same combination, but there you go. There it goes. Back. Didn't do the back of the pants this time. Rafael Nadal, of course.
So good. A bit of a
It's just the
mystery.
focus, you know, because he didn't do the
Very
same.
unusual at this level.
Well, it's because he didn't do the back of his pants ball when he in the set. He came out of his routine setup. If Rafael Nadal done that, he would have been upset. Okay, 8-4. 8-4.
Topspin serve.
10,
Backhand rally, nice backhand
Great
rally.
backhand. So no one wanted to change.
Ting Ting.
Jane didn't want to go over the forehand there. He knew what was going to happen. I would have been tempted to do it myself. I was playing a slower player. But, great rally. 10-10 to serve.
Ting Ting chopping.
Oh, look at this forehand.
Jaden
Look
got
at this
a net,
rally.
you see,
Look at
so
this
Ting
rally.
Ting hit the chop. Very
It's the best rally of the match. Ting desperate recovery. He went straight back knowing Jaden was going to go wide down the forehand, and the forehand return from Ting was brilliant.
Ting Ting had no right to win that point after that net, and he chopped, pushed a couple back. Not renowned for his chopping, pushing, but worked himself back into the rally and won it up 10-4.
Yep.
I think he's got this.
Fiery punch backhand.
Ting Ting will take that in his stride.
Backhand block smash.
Say it's too good, and then get on with the next point.
Backhand block smash from Jaden. You know, at 10-6, sometimes those points can put you off. What have I got to do to get past this boy, he says. Take that.
Coming.
Thanks for coming.
Reset himself.
Jaden does it to 10-10. 10-10 does it back to him and says, Jaden, take that, Jaden. And Jaden didn't take it very well.
Jaden looks to his corner.
Take that.
Both hydrate. tell themselves
Yep.
down, think about their mistakes.
So as you're looking at
1-1.
Jaden's mind, he's actually pointing to his head. He's reminding himself to think. He's keeping his feet moving. They're both quite fidgety. It's one game all, best of 7.
Ting Ting saying, you got the first game, young man, but I'm dominant here.
Just looking back while we've got this quick break, just looking back on that men's doubles, you were calling that men's doubles, and Ting Ting was playing with Matt Hetherington, who's come back over from the States to play this tournament, and he's been moving around the country a bit and staying involved. He's media man for USA table tennis, and almost a fairy tale really for him to come back and pick up another national title with his playing partner Ting Ting. It was good to see.
Fantastic!
On the winning dice.
Fantastic, and as I said during the commentary, the two young Aucklanders, one's playing at a wider matter now, but basically the two young Aucklanders, Victor Ma and Dean Chu, great players, have come through the ranks, played together many times. They tried to put the pressure on Matt, but Matt responded exceptionally well, and you know, Ting Ting's all class as we're seeing now, and but Matt responded exceptionally well with the pressure that was placed on him, and when the big points came, he responded and looped some very important winners. And, they were close matches. Anyway, let's get back to this, Grant. It's Lovell who's led the first point.
You never went back to that, Paul. What were you talking about?
One love. You asked a question. Well, you started a conversation about a game that we're not watching, but I thought I'd respond appropriately.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the mixed doubles now, or would you just like to concentrate on this one?
No, we'll concentrate on this game. So Jaden's gone to a 1-0 lead. It's 1 more. And the question here is, can Jaden stay with the more experienced Ting Ting?
Would we talk about the over 55s, Grant? Because you know, I got a couple of gold medals in the over 55s. I'm not quite sure how you did.
Was there not many in it? Was David Jarvis playing in that?
Yes.
God, is he over 55?
Yeah, David Jarvis.
The big D from the Taupo.
Exotago.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
1-2.
It's great to see players from most associations represented here. Southland travelled a long way. Barry Ellis and Shelley Smith.
Southland actually travelled probably the furthest, Grant.
Well, they would have. Well, there's nowhere south up. There's none from Bluff. Anyway, Tiger had a good contingent. Manager Debs brought that lot up, and I
we
saw
had
them.
coaching. We had the Dufay. Oh, no, Martin Duffy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He came up.
Yeah.
Not sure what he
players from Northland. Actually, I think most associations actually were represented in this tournament, but which is great to see, because you know, these players have been through particular development phases in their associations and then gone through into an intermediate or more advanced groups. And obviously, Auckland is pretty strong. You know, they've got a good run of players coming through, but the other associations are hanging in there.
Good to see young Mac Henderson, the local boy from here.
Well, he's had a big week. He's been the poster boy for this tournament locally.
Done very well.
He's had a very good tournament as well. Yeah.
His father Paul puts a lot of work in the local club, and don't forget to come down to the local club on a Thursday down at this hall, or the other hall next door.
Yeah. So we've got Jaden out to a mini break here. Ting Ting's 2-4 down in the third game, 1 game all, backhands. So we're not getting a lot of big spin rallies, are we, Paul? You know, both these players like to engage in big topspin to topspin back from the table, but neither of them are letting each other do it.
They also like to finish quickly. So if they can flick the serves and finish a point, they'll try and flick. You know, a lot of people that might be listening, Grant, might know a lot about table tennis, but others don't. The amount of spin that's in this game, you know, the serve. Look how much spin in that. You know,
well, look, you know, you've got a ball. Well, the ball's travelling 180k with high revolutions on it. Especially if it's a very fast topspin. So to get that back, you know, to counter that back, you know, you're blocking the ball, and you have to allow for the spin. You have to get over the ball with the bat on the correct angle.
Yeah.
So that's what all the top coaches are teaching their players, how to do that. The best ones who can topspin and block. You know,
look at those backhand. Good backhand.
This is turning really into a backhand slugfest, really, isn't it? I mean, both players don't really want to play that down the forehands. It's all down the backhand channel.
They've both got huge
down the back channel.
They've both got huge forehands, haven't they, Grant? Oh, what a great backhand. It's unbelievable. Look how fast those balls were. Yeah, fast. Good.
6'4", Jaden's
great reflexes.
keeping
He's
that
up
wee
6'4".
2-point lead. He's keeping the pressure on the more experienced Ting.
I think Ting might need a bench coach to tell him about his tactics here, because I don't know that he can adapt too much.
Backhand.
He's got blast and blast or double blast. Got it! Go, Terry. Jaden's pacing up and down, and thinking.
I think he actually wanted to go and get it to take a break from the table, do you think?
No, I don't think so. No. But just as well got Terry Downs from Wairarapa there.
He was sprinted after it like a little rover, didn't he?
Yeah,
Hey? Terry Downs has got a bit of speed on him.
Did a good job there, retrieving the ball. We should have ball boys down here, but we would have thought it was staying within the confines of the.
So Jaden's out to 8-4. Oh, that's a significant lead in the third game, because
I actually predicted before this match that Ting would win 4-2 Grant, so I'm happy to stick with that. You can ask Jessica, because she was Jessica McGaskill, who's done a power of work throughout the week. She came out to the car park to get a few rays and just to relax out there, and we had a bit of a chat. And she said we're the ones that picked Ting to win 4-2. Me and her, and everybody else disagreed. Ting was going to win 4-love and a whole lot of other predictions.
I think you're all wrong. I think the way Jaden Meng is playing right now, that
he might win 4-2. Well, there you go.
You know, there was a game earlier this week when a lot of players from the South Island had never seen Jaden Meng, because he's just new into Auckland this year, and so heard a lot of stories about him, and his results were obviously looking pretty good. He had just won the Auckland Open. Actually, I think he beat Ting in the Auckland Open.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh. And so we get up there, and in a game between him and Alec Joe from Canterbury in the men's teams, in the junior boys teams, Alec Joe was playing Jaden Meng.
Oh, what a lovely backhand.
And it was 2-all into the fifth set.
See that lovely backhand there? Straight down the line. Ting had no answer. 11-5. Second game to Jaden. Oh, he's up 2-1, isn't he?
Yep, it's 2-1, mate. And
2-1.
So that's putting your predictions at odds to what might happen.
Well, if Jaden wins, obviously should be out in the Boondocks again. But I would say
Boondocks for you, Paul.
Just watch Ting. Ting's class. You how many times has he won?
Do you know where the Boondocks? Have you been there before?
Yep.
Yeah,
twice.
Right.
Well, that puts me out there occasionally.
Okay, so let's just look at the little idiosyncrasies here. So Jaden is going back and forth like a replay short. Right. Takes a drink, but he's really heavily focused in on this game.
Both of these young men are sort of what we call imported players, right? They both come overseas. But Ting's been here for quite a while now. He's got a lot of support in the crowd, and he's got a lot of, I think that, even though he's down now, I think that I'd like to see him win this again.
Ting?
Yeah, Ting. He's puts a lot of work into that Auckland Association.
Don't write Ting off. He might class. Be. I'll tell you what, though, it's the first time he would have been down in this tournament.
Yeah.
You know, so
he's not happy. And a little grin there, but he didn't. He wasn't
because
happy.
It's backhand to backhand. It's almost like they're having a backhand training session, repetitive backhands. None of them really want to go wide, because as soon as they do, they know they're in trouble. Big trouble, Paul.
Well, it depends who
Big
goes.
Trouble and Little Tower on it.
But depends who goes wide. Who goes wide first? It depends who's powerful enough, and who places it well enough to go wide enough. Nice.
Yeah, so he did it then. He put it down the forehand end, didn't he? But short enough for.
Ting's going. Here we go. Come on.
So that sequence was interesting. Oh, one more, and I think there might be one more. Just hang on. No, that was it.
Ting. I want Ting to come on. So what else? Nice backhand rally. Nice backhand. Oh yeah. Come on, Tony. Come on. I think that.
Caught by the production manager.
I think that. Tony puts a lot of work into that Auckland Association, coaches a lot of players.
Absolutely.
Sport through so many players.
Him and those other Auckland coaches are the reason why Colton is Auckland are continually in a strong position, aren't they?
The strongest association.
Yeah,
and Ting spearheads their coaching. Ting with Gianni, they spearhead that head coaching.
So 2-all. Neck for neck. There's no one's getting big breaks. No one's getting big breaks.
Eh? No.
It's just little mini leads, mini comebacks, mini leads. Okay, 10 to serve.
2-3. Oh, nice.
And finally went to try to go down the forehand, and of course that's why he missed it. 3-all. Umpire Paul Salt.
Knows what he's doing.
Moving the scoreboard around so everyone can see it.
3-all. You saw it too, Crown, didn't you? Even though with your eyesight, I'm quite impressed about that.
Oh, absolutely.
So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
There's a few of your friends listening to you today.
Alright.
This is my virgin commentary, so just thought I'd...
Oh, you're doing a great job, Paul.
Well, you couldn't do two tables at the same time. Well, I thought you had better skills than that, but obviously, you know, that pedestal was removed.
Not something you want to attempt, to be
yeah.
honest. So this neck and neck race to win the third game.
4-3.
Fourth game. Fourth game.
Yeah,
No one can get ahead.
cycling himself up.
Yep.
4-3. Jaden goes for the little.
And that will get more so as this match carries on. At 4-all in the fourth. There'll be one more yo before he sets himself. No.
Another misread by you, Grant.
Sorry about that.
Another misread.
Yep.
You just got to, if you can do predictions, Grant, you just got to listen and learn. Master.
Oh, brilliant backhand.
It was pretty good at prediction.
Very low, flat smash. Low for Jaden. He just mistimed it. For New Zealand table tennis, this is as high as it gets. Oh, you got Tinting, a 4-time winner of the event. Carryover champion, playing against...
Good down the forehand side, boom, punched it fast, Jaden out of position, nice one. Ting takes a 2-point advantage, 4-6, psyching himself up. There's a lot of people that can't be here today, Grant, and I'm hopefully some of them watching it or listening to it online and can see some good table tennis here.
Absolutely.
You know, there's some unfortunate people that be in Power Nui that can't make it. And they'll just have to be...
what, they're unfortunate being Power Nui, or they are unfortunate people? Backhand block smash. Just use the power of Jaden Ming to put it back into the ball and put it down the line. Jaden Ming just had to watch it sail past into the west. It's a brilliant shot. He's got the serve. And he's down 4-7. This is the biggest lead we've had in this game. Backhand rallies ensuing. Backspin, top
says, if you can do it, I can do it better,
Yep.
and I'm up 8-4.
You can sense that.
8-4-2-1, about to be...
Oh gosh, you know, he really wants to get this game, but he doesn't want to go 3-1 down.
Yep.
Against a young player who's very, very highly motivated to get this. Well, it was a let call, but it was also an amazing shot. But
just have a bit of a shout out to all the people that couldn't stay for the finals that are over in the Australian veterans. I think hopefully they'll be watching some of these great matches.
right. I think they might be getting underway pretty.
Big Kiwi contender.
So we're the biggest lead in this game for the whole match. Yeah, 9-4. Tinting is sensing his mini comeback to get back to 2-all.
Yeah.
The crowd goes silent between these points. The educated table tennis crowd here today at the Tauranga Centre at the 2018 Table Tennis Nationals. Table Tennis New Zealand.
Tinting's played the takes some forehand. Missed one down the middle, makes it a bit harder to play in the middle of the table. It's a bit shorter, you know, not very much angle. But Jaden pulled that point out, 9-5. He hasn't given up, even though it was 9-4. Now 9-5. It's 9-6. It puts the pressure back on Ting. You don't think?
No, I agree with that. I would suggest that's been one of the best blocks of the tournament. It was a forehand block, but instead of he actually had to lift the bat up to actually get the right angle back to block it. He knew what he was doing on that shot. There'll be another up before he sets one more. No, 5-10. I think he's got this game, Paul.
Oh, what a great forehand.
Yeah, it was a dangerous serve to do, actually. It was too long and it was sort of right into the forehand pocket.
I think Jaden was looking for an easy point there. He thought, I'm down 10-5 here, but an easy point here, 10-6, and then I can look at returning some serves. It didn't happen.
At the moment, we've got our young New Zealand players who qualified for the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires and Argentina.
Yes.
I think they've actually finished their playing. Good results, I think. Look, half the thing is getting to that event. It was so hard to get to it, and then you give it your best shot, and they certainly did. I think they picked up games. Coach Ben Duffy, we were able to watch some of that on TV, on the Sky Pop-Up channel, and
so Nathan Zoo in Wellington.
Yes, that's correct. And, Coach Ben Duffy.
And how did Whaling win?
She won a group game against Grace Hugh from Fiji. Nathan didn't win a group game, but was pushing and took games off very highly rated European players.
That's good.
And thrilled the crowds with his style of play.
And these young players are 15. Nathan's younger.
Under 18. Yeah, under 18. You can only ever play at that event once in your life. So we've got 2 all, best of 7, and there's still a wee way to go. Wow.
What's it? 10 to 7. Oh, we've got the medal presentation after this, Grant, and then
the national awards presentations.
Yes. It'll be exciting. There's some interesting awards coming up there, Grant. I think you might have something to do with the selections. Or we're not allowed to say that. Somebody else. Oh, okay. Oh, was it me?
No. Were you supposed to? No. I'm not sure who was on that one, Paul. Well, the question here is can Jaden overcome what's about to happen, which is that Teng is going to start really powering up, because Teng knows if he goes passive, then he can't afford to drop this game. Obviously, neither player can. But the strategy.
Oh, what a lovely backhand! Did you see that? So quick.
So Teng's saying, if we're going to play backhands, mate, here's my best backhand. Take that.
Yeah.
And load of top spin and speed. Jaden just overhit it, didn't get the block right.
Well, I think Teng actually came across the ball a little bit. It was sort of like a wrongy forehand. It looked like a bit of a wrongy backhand. Right. To see that in slow motion.
In the context of his match. And one more. No. Yes.
You got that one right,
yeah,
well,
I called that one.
But I don't think we should talk about intake. We should talk about.
No, well, it's important. Style. I mean, the motivational setup is important. So it was almost a replica of the previous shot, with the big, heavy backhand topspin coming in and Ming overhitting the block.
See that Teng looking up and looking in his eyes.
Oh yeah,
saying, I've got you, boy.
No, it's a lot of psychological play coming into it right now, Paul. And this is an important part of the game. Yeah. Ming not locking eyes. He's just staying in his own little world. He went wide. And a few times we've seen a player block wide, and it was wide enough for Teng to have to reach.
Teng mini break and serving Grant. It's a good advantage. He can decide what he wants to do. He wants a pop push or a topspin rally, and he'll decide whether it's going to be push or topspin, and he will topspin, serve, and take a step back. And I think a little mistake at this stage of the game.
Well, you think there's going to be a break happen, and what do you know? The next player comes back and just comes right back and evens the score up nearly. But I think this game's at a pivotal moment where if whoever wins this game is going to be in the box seat.
Well, they'll be up 3-2.
They'll be
One
out.
to go.
They'll be out 3-2. And I just think that's going to be really important.
I'm thinking it'll be Ting Ting. He's got this
Well,
break.
the score is
What if you
5-3. 5 of those points have come from a backhand topspin. All 3 have been at different speeds. One was fast, one was slow, one was medium, and all 3 have been put off the end. And this could be what the telling moment in this match is the backhand topspin and the ability of Jaden to get it back.
What a blitzing forehand. And Ting Ting went back in the table, had a chance to return it, but it was just such a good forehand. 4-5. 4-5. He'll blow on the hand.
So from this angle, we'll be able to see his table set up as well. Be exactly the same. It's a routine. There it goes, front of the pants, back of the pants. No,
he did the back first.
He did too. So much.
Ting Ting's not happy.
So much for the mini break.
Ting Ting's not happy.
We just had a mini comeback.
Well, you're serving, you get to dominate how the rally's played out.
Absolutely.
He served well.
That's right.
Ting Ting had a go and missed it.
Tell you what, that attempt, that last shot by Ting Ting actually went straight down. The ball went straight down. He completely misread the spin that was coming to him. It wasn't a regular spin or anything, he just misjudged it. And if he starts to do that...
I think a lot of people have underestimated this, Jaden. He pointed over at Ting Ting, he said, I'm coming for you, and I think he's coming.
It's like John Wayne and the Apaches.
Nothing like John Wayne. I've still got my money.
Clint Eastwood?
Still got my money on Ting Ting at 4-2. That was my prediction at the beginning. Go back and root that, Grant.
Well, you're still on the hunt there, Paul, but
6-all, 2-all, 2-all, 6-all.
This game is just so even. I think it's been the most even game so far. If it's going to go to the 7th match, it's still got another at least half hour to play.
Oh, what a perfect return. Not just a good return. It was a great serve, and Ting Ting flicked it onto the corner of the table.
And it was curving away. It actually landed right in the very corner. We could see it from here. Well, it was a white line shot, and it was curving away. Yep.
If I could get it on one of the white lines, I'd be happy, Grant.
You
two of the white
usually
lines.
get the edge, I think, Paul, isn't it? It's your favourite thing.
Near the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, another
There's the
backhand.
backhand rally again. Punch. Down the forehand. Down the forehand. You can see the happiness on Jaden's face at knowing he's played such a good positive shot.
Straight into the camera.
See the emotion that's going into the game. As we come down, we're coming to the end of the last game of the 2018 Table Tennis New Zealand Championships in Tauranga.
2-all,
7-all.
What's it, Tony? Tony played that. I think Tony's got some safe points here. If he can dominate the serve and then rally down the backhand side, I think he thinks he's got Jaden there, and he's just going to keep doing that. Safe points, so Jaden can explode with his forehand. It's been a long week, Grant. You've done a good job, just quietly. Ooh. Oh, another.
Wow.
Great.
That's the 5th one of those backhand topspins. So that was probably his strongest backhand topspin, but it was the 5th point he's won on his backhand topspin. And Jaden has again put it off the end of the table, and that could be the difference in this match, is that backhand topspin of Ting Ting's, because this forehand hasn't got it, because when Jaden has punched down the forehand, he's made a mistake. So that's Ting Ting's strategy, backhand topspin, win the game. Win it for me backhand.
But they're both scared to get on the forehand.
Yeah.
Oop. Punches it away. Little flick on the forehand. Oh, more than a flick, wasn't it? It was a smash flick. 7-10.
Oh, to you, it was a smash. To him, it was just a nice flick.
I needed to put my glasses back on to see that, Grant. That's how quick that was.
It was pretty quick. Jaden's thinking. Oh, it's the first time he's.
What do I have to do?
There's 3 points, a 3-point lead. Game point. Oh!
Ting could take a risk there, and he did. Didn't pay off. Tried to finish the point.
So Jaden is attacking. He knows he's got to attack. First to spin here. You know what they say, Paul? Spin wins.
Yep.
Spin wins.
Spin wins? Is that what they say?
Oh, saying it now. $10-8.
Well,
2-all, 10-8.
Good
Can
roll.
Ting close this out? And keep your predictions going.
Oh no!
Oh, he can't. 10-9.
So I've got another one. Do you know what Ting has to do here, Grant? Ting, another saying: balls on tables wins matches. That's all he has to do. Get the ball over more times. Tight, nice and tight.
Short serve down the backhand.
Chop.
Short chop serve down
Backs
the
middle.
middle.
Back.
Middle.
No, it'd be topspin serve. He's going to go for the big. There you go.
Oh, it's a top spin. Oh, it's 10. Oh, I cannot believe this. I thought that was a big lead. Jaden Ming says, no, it wasn't. Take that 10 off. Come back, and 10 didn't take it well. It is 10 all.
Here I come.
It is 2-all. It was 10 all, Paul.
10 all.
Cannot believe this match.
Can't get much closer.
I can't. Well, the women's singles was pretty close. 17-15 in the 7th to Tiani Lee. The sun was shining on Tiani. This is just the same. This is the same. I can't believe this. It's nerve rattling, bone tingling table tennis.
It's the best
10
tennis we've seen here for a long time.
10 all. Crowd's gone silent. We better too. Oh, Ting has got a game point down. A game point. He was up. He had 4 game points.
Ting for a good backhand.
He had 4 game points. I can sense a timeout soon.
Great strategy, but
4 game points. He's lost the last 5.
just missed it. That was so close, though. Look at this. This guy lost with this guy.
He's slowing it down between points. This is a deliberate strategy to slow down between points. The hand will go up in a minute. He's timed out. He's timed out. Now, what did I just say? He'll time out?
I thought you said Ting would.
I said there
Anyway,
will be
here
a
we go.
timeout soon. I
I
think.
wonder where. Now
and
they've
there
got this
it goes.
timeout, Grant. I wonder where.
I
You're
think-
talking about those young kids.
I think
that were
strategically,
overseas. Those young kids were overseas.
I think
We're talking about those.
strategically, Jaden's made a mistake timing out because the game's got a long way to go. He's up 11-10, and I think he needed to save this time out. I think he panicked. I think he's panicked.
I don't think so, because if he wins this point, he's in up 3-2. He can afford to play some very risky shots in the next game, and if they don't come off, he can then get back to some
Well, he had
stuff.
momentum. He's just stopped momentum. He just won 5 points in a row. He stopped at that momentum. So, I'll come back to comment on that if he doesn't get.
I don't think he's down 10-5. I think he's down 10-7. But anyway, we won't argue too much
Okay,
about
so it's
that.
at least a 4-point run. He's decided to stop his own run for timeout. That's cool. Let's see what happens.
I think the percentage is
Slowing the game down. Slowing the game down. Here he goes. Oh, I'm sorry.
gutsy.
But why would you take that time out? Anyway, it's 11 all, 2 all. We'll come back to talk about that time out later, Paul.
I don't think so, great.
I think it was just a slight,
You've already said that 3
just a
times now. I don't think we
slight
don't need to
mind
rehash
blow
it.
there. Paul Salt should be saying play. He should be saying play because Jaden is taking too long between points. But it's 11 all. Crucial.
Ting got that back in that time.
He read it.
When he went for last time.
He read it. He knew it was going to happen.
Perfect.
So since the timeout, Jaden's lost the last 2 points. He lost that momentum. So game point. Ting Ting serve, 12-11 up. And the 5th, it's 2-all.
Important point here. Ting Ting wins this. Honours here. Another prediction for it. Sidesman serve. Sidesman serve. And they just give their little break.
Go back live, and we've got a nail biter on our hands here, folks. With Ting Ting in the final of the men's singles at the Table Tennis New Zealand Championships 2018 here in Tauranga. Ting Ting against Jaden Ming, and we had 2-all. We just had a situation where Jaden Ming got 4 points in a row to get back to 11-10 up, and they decided to time out. However, that's in the past. It is 3-2 up to Ting Ting with the serve, and here we go. Roller coaster. Ting Ting is re-fired up, he's reset his mind, starting from scratch again. Jaden's can't think back to last game. He can't think, he's got to keep thinking ahead. Point for point. Don't dwell on the past. 1-0 to Ting Ting. The lead started, big backhand topspin. Wow, good rally. Power and precision on that rally. We're seeing a top-class table tennis match to finish off the New Zealand Championships. One all. Top swim block, and a lucky break for Jaden. We've got a net cord. He was on the defence, he was blocking, but Ting Ting was getting ready to put a big one across court. But he got a lucky net cord. So as we head into just past 7 o'clock New Zealand time, if you're tuning in here, you're watching the final of the men's singles. It's an amazing game where we have Ting Ting. Pulls back. Brilliant backhand block by Ting Ting, Paul.
Beautiful.
It's 2-all. It's only 2-all. Ting Ting's up 3-2. But you had a prediction of 4-2. It's still on the line for that.
Just certainty, Grant.
I think experience is going to come in here. Wow. Commentator's curse. Jaden Ming ain't going nowhere. He's had his timeout. Ting Ting hasn't had a timeout yet.
Ting Ting serving.
Wow, got a mini break. Jaden Ming goes 4-2 up.
And serving.
Break.
And serving.
Oh, I mean, if you're Ting Ting, you just got to say to yourself, just keep going. This guy's not going away. He's in my face. Playing a really good psychological game, and literally in his face, looking at him, still staring him down now. There goes the big combination. Just like John is, and bounces the ball between his legs. That's the loudest he's been. He knows how important this game is. Ting Ting doesn't want to go to a 7th. 5 points up from Wellington calls the score 4-3. Tenting up 3-2 in the men's singles final. TTNZ final session. Ming is strong, isn't he? I mean, he's just staying strong. He's staying very, very strong. Got a 2-point mini break, Paul.
You're right, Grant. Perfect read. That was a very hard forehand. It was a heavy chop from Jaden. Very hard forehand for him to put up. He lifted that ball up so well.
He had to load it with spin, and there was so much on it that Ting just sorry that Jaden was actually hit it into the end of the table. It was so much. Classic case of
4-5.
The amount of spin you can get on the ball is immense.
Well, sometimes spin wins.
What's a game of spin? He who spins wins.
Four, five.
Oh,
nice forehand.
So Jaden got so low on that forehand that his head was almost at table height as he was moving forward into the shot, and that's why he managed to get that on. It was a brilliant forehand down the middle court too. At that, it wasn't as if it was wide on Ting.
A lot of power.
Oh man!
Nice forehand.
Jaden was gone for all money. He was wide out on the forehand.
With the whole table
He was 2
open.
metres away from the table. He just gave it everything, hoping like hell
Just
that
needed soft
Ting
hands
would do
there.
it him.
Just needed soft hands
Just
there, and
needed
he
to get on
tried
the
to
table.
push. He just
needed to get it on.
Punched it a little bit too hard.
So 7-4 in the context of this match is a huge lead at 7-4 for Jaden Ming. Wow, who would have believed it?
Watch the determination from Ting Ting here, Grant. I'm telling you, you just watch.
There he goes. Spin once. Had to get that spin on first. It was a big backhand top spin.
He's serving. He's going to be thinking very hard. He's going to tell himself down.
So taking a tail break every 6 points, you can take a tail break. You can't have a drink. You can only just have a quick tail break back to the table. Carry on play. We can only drink it between games.
Wow, that's just like
you were right.
backhand.
You were right. Watch Ting
Focus.
Ting go. This is what champions are made of here. And
He was down 4-7, Grant.
I was just not thinking of the score.
Clawed his way
If you
back to
start
6-7.
thinking about the score, then you're going to start thinking what shot you're doing. He just knows what shot he wants to do. He wants to do the big backhand topspin, get it going. Get it going. It's okay.
I think that down
okay.
4-7 he knows that he has to do something special.
Yeah.
And he's just done it. But this is a big point for Ting Ting. Big point.
6-7. Let call. Replay the point on let call.
I want to see either a heavy chop or a top spin. I want to see a floaty.
I think you'll see it very short, so
Waffle.
he's just going to not let him attack. Top swing.
Chop.
Top swing.
Chop side.
Glad I wasn't playing. I wouldn't have picked it.
Put it straight in the net.
I don't think you've picked it either. I think we both didn't pick it. I think it was a combination chop spin
side.
chop.
Chop side.
Chop side.
Chop side.
It was a chop side.
Chop side. That could be a new dish.
So we've got 7-all. So Ting Ting has completed the mini comeback off the last 3 points. Wow, that could be crucial. Jaden's got the serve though. Oh, what a brilliant backhand return. He just,
a little bit high.
It
Jaden
was, but Jaden was kind of surprised by that. That kind of surprised him a bit. That's why he put it into the net.
Tony's now taking his time. He thinks that if he wins this point, the match is his, and he is just taking his time now to set himself.
Yep, 7-8. He's only 3 points away from taking the men's singles title, Paul.
Again. How many times will that be, Grant? Backhand really high. Jaden on the forehand side and Ting Ting with the crucial shot. 8-all.
He's won it 5 times, the New Zealand Open Championships, Ting Ting has. This is going for the 6th. Only Barry Griffiths, I think, with 8. Has probably got more, but I'll stand corrected to the records.
Chun-Li? Oh, you're talking about the men only, sorry.
I was in fact talking about the men, Paul. And so, 8-all. This is point for point, isn't it?
Just wanted to point out your sexual bias there, Grant, that was all.
All. There's 3-2 to Ting Ting. This has been one of the closest men's singles semi-finals I can remember for years, actually.
Well, Ting Ting's been so dominant, and then when we had the Koreans out here, they were too good. So Ting Ting played a good game against one of the Koreans.
Oh, look at this!
Oh. Big point.
Huge in the context.
And this is even bigger.
Huge in the context, because if Jaden Mean doesn't get this point, he is down 2 match points. That's how quick this is. This is going to happen quick. Ting Ting will want to get onto this now. It's going to happen quick. 9-8 up. Mean desperately at this point. If he doesn't, he's 2 match points down. Because Ting Ting is up 3-2. Men's singles final. Here we go. Reset.
Yeah, there you go.
Reset. Here we go.
A little bit of play there. A little bit of mind play there.
Yep. Oh, Ting
Ting. Yeah,
Ting Ting has 2 match points. 2 match points.
One more for Ting Ting.
2 match points to Ting Ting.
And then if he wins his 1 point here, or the next one,
what a brilliant!
We
haven't commented. What a brilliant forehand! Really down the forehand of Jaden. Here we go. He's got the serve though. Don't write him off.
There she goes! What a great ball! Backhand.
And an absolute exhilarating match. Ting Ting has picked up his 6th New Zealand title. He's yelling with pure joy, and it's great to see because he deserves that title. Feel sorry for Jaden Mean at the other end. He absolutely gave it everything. The crowd just were enthralled in that match, and the 2 players they good mates at the end of it. And we've just seen one of the better New Zealand finals, I think, for a wee while. What a point to finish on, though. I mean, that was amazing, wasn't it?
Pretty special.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Grant, thanks for all your effort and work over the week, and let's not forget all the
Right, there we go. Blues on.
Mixed doubles, runners-up were John Chow and Ziying Ching, who I believe is left, and the gold medalists were Rohan Duria and Nigel Jiang. Doubles, runners-up were Ziying Ching and Nigel Jiang, and our winners were Avon Liu and Tian Yu Zhang. Also, while they're in the place, we will award singles runner-up to Tian Yu Zhang and gold to Avon Liu. Gold is Avon Liu. The under-21 boys team, our bronze medalists are Dean Shu and Elko de la Pena. Our silver medalist has come all the way from ACT in Australia, Rohan Duria. And our gold medal winner about to walk up is Victor Ma from Waitemata. Move on to the men's doubles from the Open. Our bronze medalists are Elio Bazar and Morgan Frate from New Caledonia, and Mark Page and Yuhan Gao. Our silk and Victor Marr. And our winners are Matthew Hetherington from Bay of Plenty and Ting Ting Luke from Auckland. And there is this envelope from the sponsors provided. Open mixed doubles, bronze medalist Danielle Ravani and Kim Wang. Our other bronze medalists, Yuhan Gao and Li Ting Guo, have left and taken their medals. Silver goes to Evo Nicolette and Jenny Hunt from Canterbury. And Tiani Lee from Auckland. And there is also an envelope from the sponsors. Move on to the Open Women's Doubles. Bronze medalists Fiona Zai and Lisa Yu from Wellington. I believe Nigel Jam and Yen Cheng have had medals collected earlier. Nigel is still with us. Our silver medalists, Avon Blue and Jenny Hunt, Canterbury. And our winners, who in my view played the most exciting match of the Open Championships, Kim Tin Wang and Tiani Lee from Auckland. Note from the event sponsors. In singles, our bronze medalists are Lee Ting Low from Auckland and Kim Wang from Auckland. The runner-up is the other side from Wellington. And gold medalist Tiani Lee, Sunshine, Wellington. And there are sponsors involved who are both our runner-up and winner. Our bronze medalists are Holly Lee from Canterbury and Victor Ma from Watermatta. They also receive the sponsors envelope.
Thank you, girls, for what you've done. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. It's been good. It's some good games.
Oh yeah, a bit fast for me, I'm getting old.
Our runner-up after the quarter-final, Jayden Kiwi, Auckland. And our winner, really a clean sweep of mixed open men's, singles and doubles, and also a repeat winner is Tony Ting from Auckland. I called up the following people for a combined B grade medal award. A lot of the medals have gone, but some have not. Those who I believe have not collected yet are Yao Yang Lo, Jesse Wilson, Mark Page, John Tamora, facilities please. Young Lo, Jesse Wilson, bronze. Mark Page, silver. And John Tamora is gold.
Thank you very much for that. That's good. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Now before the photos, we also did a doubles goal to June and to Mark. June and Mark, gold for the big grade doubles. Jesse, silver for the big grade doubles with Sanyong Park. Sanyong is here. And if Joanna Yang is here, we have got a runners-up medal for the women's singles. Thank you very much. That's all, folks.